Start with hard red winter wheat berries. You'll need a mason jar. So this is about how much wheat you need in your jar. As you can see, it's about 1.25 cups. And fill this up with rinse it first and fill it up with spring water. Okay, so we got it soaking now with our purified water. And that's going to be drinkable tomorrow morning. It makes Rejuvelac, which has Lactobacillus acidophilus in a vegan form. So we'll let that soak just overnight. In the morning it should be planted. Letting it soak no longer than overnight is very important. Okay, I poured off the Rejuvelac water there on the right, and that's loaded with B vitamins and Lactobacillus acidophilus. If you have a small quantity of wheat berries rather than this large quantity and you just keep it fermenting, it'll get richer and richer. You can then store it in the refrigerator, and it's a very good tonic for the gastrointestinal tract. Okay, as you can see, we have a standard plastic tray filled with soil. I recommend the Fox Farm organic soil that you can get at Ace Hardware. If you have other soil that's good and uncontaminated, use it. It's filled to about 1 inch depth, so about 1 inch from the top. And now we're going to spread our seeds. So you can start spreading your seed. Just kind of lightly tap it out and out of the jar. You can put it in the middle if you want. Just what you want to do is get a good healthy spread. Okay, a light watering. Make sure your soil is really damp. Okay, now that it's watered in, time to cover it with a second tray. And that'll keep the light out so that it'll germinate the best. And that's pretty much it. And just peek in on it every day. Give it a little spritz, not too much. And pretty soon you'll have grass that looks like that. Okay, after a few days of germination, let's pull off our top and see if this is ready. Well, there you have it. Needs color, so let's leave the top off and we'll just let it keep growing until it's ready to harvest. So it's looking quite good there. A little bit of water droplets on the top of each shaft. That's perfect. Very good job. If you look down close, you can see the germinated structure, which is very interesting. Okay, so at this point you're just kind of watering it every day or as need be, and so it's just like you're watering your lawn until it's ready for harvest. Okay, here we are in our little homemade greenhouse, and there's our tray ready to go. As you can see, this tray is quite full. Notice some of the outside edges are starting to fall over. This tray is at maximum growth, and so it's ready to be cut. So we'll just get a knife, and a bread knife I think works pretty good, and you just grab some and start cutting along as much as you want for that day, and any of the rest remaining you can bag up and put in the refrigerator, and we'll keep another couple of weeks. Okay, as you can see, we have our automatic juicer ready to go. Here's the wheatgrass pretty much ready to go. We really want to make sure we have our pot properly placed, and I think we're ready to grind. We're using the Green Power juice extractor. It's got the twin gear system. Good machine. Okay, let's turn it on. So it's best just grab a bunch of the grass a straight up way, if you can get it. Place it in the hopper, and be careful you don't feed your fingers through there. And you just keep going with the stalk part down. As you can see, the juice is starting to flow now. So just want to have a jar ready so you can refrigerate it immediately. Okay, so we transferred the liquid from the machine to the Pyrex to the jar. Now we're going to refrigerate it. We got about 6 ounces out of the tray, and that's typical. And lastly, if you don't have the high-tech equipment, you can always use one of these ChopRite wheatgrass juicers. You just mount it to a shelf somewhere, a cabinet, counter, anything you can, and then just hand crank it. Juice comes out the spout and the rough material out the nose there. It's a lot of work though.